This is 2 hours in Singapore Airlines business class flying from Bangkok to Singapore. Starting at Bangkok Airport, check-in was smooth and straightforward with a dedicated Singapore Airlines business class counter and access to a fast-track security lane. Although tucked away at the far end of the terminal, so there's a bit of walking involved, but once through, I was ready to get into full lounge hopping mode. My first stop was the Thai Airways Royal Silk Lounge, accessible thanks to Singapore Airlines Star Alliance membership. First impressions, this place is huge. It felt like the lounge just kept going and going and going. It seems to serve as a bit of a flagship for Thai Airways at BKK. There was ample seating, a calm atmosphere, and a decent breakfast spread. We spent about half an hour here before moving on. We had a lot more to get through. Our second stop was the Miracle Business Class Lounge. It had a fresh, modern feel, nicely decorated with thoughtful furniture choices. There's a dedicated dining area along with a more relaxed seating section, making it a comfortable spot to unwind. No complaints here. And just next door, we checked out the Miracle First Class Lounge too, and it was clearly a step up. More refined, better furnished, and with a wider variety of food and drinks on offer. That said, I can't help but ask, if it's a pay-per-entry lounge, is it really first class? Still, the space had a more upscale vibe, and everything just felt a little bit more elevated. Last stop before boarding was the Silver Chris Lounge operated by Singapore Airlines. It was easily my favourite of the lot. While much smaller than the others, it had a warm, cozy atmosphere and a strong food and beverage offering, a great place to relax before the flight. Now making our way to the gate and boarding the A350, today's seats are 19 and 20 kilo, located in the smaller business class cabin of just 3 rows and on the right of the aircraft. We were shown to our seats by the very friendly crew and settled in plenty comfortable for the 2-hour flight. This is referred to as Singapore's regional business class product, which is arguably easier and more functional than the long-haul version found aboard the A380 and Boeing 777. It is a little confining, but absolutely comfortable enough. There was a welcome drink served and a hot towel prior to departure, emphasis on hot. Seat 19 kilo, being a bulkhead, also came with the bonus of additional storage, always a nice touch. We pushed back just after 12:20 p.m. and were soon up in the air. Business class passengers received complimentary Wi-Fi, which worked well enough to stay productive and get a bit of work done in flight. As this was a short-haul flight, Book the Cook wasn't available, so we ordered from the onboard menu. I went with the chicken breast, slightly on the dry side, but tasty enough. The side salad, however, was surprisingly excellent. I paired it all with a classic Singapore sling when in Rome, right? The bathrooms were clean, well-sized, and fully stocked with premium amenities. I squeezed in a bit more work before we began our descent into Singapore. We have a 6-hour layover here before our onwards flight to Brisbane. If you're going to spend 6 hours in an airport, it should be at the best airport in the world, right? Follow for part 2.